everybody. So today is Sunday. That means it's time for family movie night. And I know I'm a day late in doing family movie night because I was a day late in getting my animated documentaries video, and I had a lot of fun doing that. And I'm real proud of it. I hope you enjoyed it. And it just made the whole week late. So sorry about that. But we're continuing on Disney Scares Month, and we're talking about a movie that a lot of people might not know is actually a Disney movie. We're talking about 1999's M. Night Shyamalan's film, The Sixth Sense. And this was actually a film made by the Disney Studios. It's by Hollywood Pictures, was the branch at the time. And Hollywood Pictures was a branch kind of like Touchstone, where Disney could release films that were a little edgier, that were R-rated, that had a little bit more drama than they might have under the Disney brand. And so that's why you end up with The Sixth Sense made by Disney. And what's also interesting about The Sixth Sense is that it only came as far as Bruce Willis starring in the film because he had actually abandoned a project and it cost Disney $17.5 million. And so as their like deal with him, because of that abandoned project, he agreed to make 3 films for Disney. Kind of similar to what's happened with Joaquin Phoenix recently, where he's I think going to get sued because they had put all this money into a project and then he backs out of it like a week before, and it's kind of the same situation. And so he agreed to make 3 films for Disney. He made Armageddon, The Sixth Sense, and The Kid. And so none of those films would have happened if there hadn't been this abandoned project, or at least with Bruce Willis. So I think that's kind of interesting. And this was a huge deal. This movie. I mean, I remember when it came out. This was my first year of college, and everybody was talking about it. And I'm not even. Especially then, I was not a horror person, and I still went and saw it. And I was lucky that I was able to go without the twist being revealed. And so, because I went, I think, pretty early on, again, because I was in college, but everybody was talking about it. Everybody was talking about the twist. Everyone was talking about what's going on in the movie and how good it was. And it was a huge deal. And it ended up getting nominated for Best Picture. It made all this money. And all of a sudden, M. Night Shyamalan was the next big thing. It was like, this is the next Spielberg. This is the next great director kind of a thing. And I think it's a bit of a shame because it seems like the big lesson that he took from this was twist, 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 twist. And maybe that was always a part of him, but he certainly leaned into that for the next batch of movies, and they would get progressively worse every twist that he would have, and more groan inducing the twists. And he's still at it even now with movies like Old and things like that, and Trap and everything. So yeah, he was never able. This is my favorite. So yeah, this is my favorite M. Night Shyamalan film by quite a bit. And I wish that he had not just taken this lesson about the twist, and I wish he had taken those lessons about the great characters and performances and atmosphere and tone and everything like that. And it just seems like he became very twist obsessed after this movie. And the twist is a lot of fun. And I do think there's a little bit in this movie that it doesn't rewatch super well because it is somewhat twist dependent, I think, to get like the full impact of the movie. And I'm fine with that. Like, I don't think every movie has to be super rewatchable. I don't think that's necessarily a requirement in a movie. I think a really great one experience is really all you need. But there is plenty to also enjoy in the film, like particularly the performances, particularly from Haley Joel Osment and Toni Collette. They're so good. And you can see why they were both nominated for Oscars for their work because they are both excellent. And I don't know how you get that kind of performance out of a like young child. Like how scared he looks, how he delivers the lines, I see dead people and things like that. Like he's ashen faced, he's nervous, he's shaking. Like how do you get that kind of performance from a little kid is really amazing. And she's so good too. You can feel the weight of being a single mom on her shoulders, and how tired and frustrated she is, and that she can't seem to help her son. And and just she just seems tired. And I think it's a really, really empathetic, really honest portrayal and performance. I mean, Bruce Willis, he's more our conduit to the story, and because of the twist, his character doesn't grow as much. Because he kind of can't, because we find out later that he's stuck, and so he's not going to evolve as much. But you do see him start to feel more and more empathy for his wife, and also to start to deal with his failure with Vincent, and what happened, and how him helping Cole, him helping Cole helps him to kind of deal with that failure. So there's some growth there, but he's more our kind of blank slate that we as an audience are kind of looking through his eyes. And and I think that's perfectly serviceable and works. And it's a beautifully directed film. The way that Shyamalan uses color and creates mood and atmosphere, I think is very effective. I also love the score from James Newton Howard. I think it just establishes really great atmosphere and tone, and when you have those moments of big payoff with the twist, the score really helps sell those moments, makes it work. And so it's a very effective movie at doing what's trying to. It's a great ghost story and a psychological thriller at the same time. And I know, like I said, I was very hesitant to watch scary movies when I was younger. I've gotten more open as I've gotten older and become a critic and everything. But I could handle this. It wasn't too much for me. And so I think that most teens certainly can handle The Sixth Sense. And so you could watch it together and be fine. So let me know what you think of The Sixth Sense. Is it a favorite of yours? Where does it rank for you amongst Shyamalan's films? I would love to hear that in the comment section, or let me know on Twitter. And please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Check out all my Disney Scares Month reviews. I'd really appreciate it. And to check out the Patreon group. That's the biggest way you can support me. And we have our patron watch-alongs with talent, writers, actors, other people telling us their experiences and watching their movies together. It's so fun. And there's lots of other good perks for being a patron. So please take a look at that. And to have the merch store with some new Christmas-inspired movie designs. So please take a look at that. And thanks so much. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.